Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Gina. So today I'll be making this beautiful gown, this beautiful dress. It's a rich antique kind of gown. So let's get right into it. If this is what you're interested in, please kindly watch till the end. So I already have a basic bodice that I've drafted on a paper. So I'm going to be placing this exactly on the material in order to not to waste time. Yeah. So I have it placed on the material, on the fabric. You know, it's a flowery material. That's why I decided to use a paper before. And then I extended the length because from my shoulder to knee is 40 inches. So whatever yours is, please kindly mark and then do the necessary things. So I had to do this on a paper to because the material is too flowery and you won't see anything that I mark on it. So that is why I decided to use the paper first, even though the paper was not long. So I'm going to be cutting out both the front and the back pieces. So yes, I already have the front and the back pieces on the table. So the only thing difference with the front is the armhole and then the depth of the neckline, which I'll be adjusting later. So I'm going to be setting this back piece aside because we're not working on it. We're going to be working on the front piece because it's going to be having a placket. This gown is not going to be having a zipper. It's the placket that will be in the front that will make you to be able to wear it easily. So there's no need for zipper. So we have different ways in achieving this placket. So any suitable way that you feel that is comfortable for you, please kindly go ahead. So I'll be folding my fabric into two again, as you see, and then I'll be marking 10 inches from my neck depth to what I have there. You know, I came down for my back width, I came down by 1.5 inches. So by the time I come down by 10 inches, everything will be like 11.5 inches. So whatever you have, please, or whatever you want, it depends on your choice. Please kindly mark as appropriate. So yes, I'm going to be marking 10 inches and then I'll be slitting that open. So after slitting it open, that is the way it's going to be looking. So I'm going to go ahead to cut out the plackets that I'll be making use of and I'll be right back to show you. So yes, I have my plackets cut out already and I ironed some interfacing to give it stability. This is also optional. If you want, you can go ahead and do that. So like this, I just cut out 1 inch and then folded half an inch and then folded over again. So what I have there is like about 3/4 of an inch in total. So if you get half an inch, it's still okay. So I'm trying to notch the edge of that mark that I marked earlier so that it will be easy for me to fix the placket. So on the left side, I'm going to be placing the smaller of the plackets like so, and then I'll be sandwiching it in between. I'll be sandwiching the cloth where I cut in between it so that I'll just sew it all the way down so that it will give us a neat and perfect finishing. Please kindly make use of a black thread or exactly the color of the thread you are making use of. So that is how I'll sew it all the way. So when you flip it over, this is how it will look. So for the bigger placket, I'll be taking that. I have 2 inches on fold and I would already folded to 1/2 inch on both sides. So that's so for the length of this, I made it longer. I made it like 13 or 14 inches. So depending on what you want, please kindly go ahead and do that. I equally ironed an interfacing to give it stability. Please ignore my dog is barking. I'm really rushing this video because it's late at night. So I'm going to be sandwiching it like so too. And then I'll be running it all the way down. And when I'm about to get to the end of the placket, I'll just fold half an inch inside, sew it all the way to the other side, and then back to where the 10 inches is, and then stop the sewing there. I'm going to be showing you. So bear in mind that we have different ways of achieving this, but whatever way you choose, please kindly go ahead and do it. We all arrive at the same destination. So you're going to be sewing it like so, and so just at the tip of the placket, and then you fold half an inch or 3/4 or a quarter of an inch depending on how you want it. You fold it in like so, you run the stitch on that edge to the other side, like crossing over to the other side, and then you come up like so again, and then you run it across it to put a stop, and then you can just put some designs there just to give it a beautiful look. So I'll go back and do it, and then I'll be right back to show you. So after doing all that I explained, this is how it looks. You can see that it's sitting beautiful. So no matter how, even if you don't put a button, your bust or whatever will not show. So the main essence of this is just for you to be able to wear it without a zipper. So I'll be introducing the back piece now so that we'll join it together and then do all the other necessary things that are needed. So this is the back piece. So I'll be running it, placing front to front, like the right sides facing each other, and then I'll be running on the shoulders half an inch to join the two bodices together. And then for this tutorial, I'll be adding a side pocket on both sides of the gown. So I will be doing that because I have several ways in achieving that on my channel, so I'm going to be skipping that in order for us not to waste too much time. So for those who don't really know how to do it, I'll just like give a paraphrase, just to give not an in-depth, but just to say, tell you just a simple way to go about it. You can just like place your fabric on the table as it is, like this, the front and the back, of course, and then you, from your shoulder, you get your waist measurement, that is your half length, and then right on the half length, just go up by 1 inch, and then your mark. So you should have cut out your pockets by that time so that you place it at that point, and then on both sides you do the same thing, and then you just measure it, and then you sew it, and then that is just it. Is very easy. I didn't know my camera was not capturing this point there because I was trying to explain how it should be done too, but unfortunately my camera couldn't capture that, and I'm sorry about that. Sorry. So I'm going to go to my sewing machine, and I'll be right back to show you after joining everything together. So having done all that, I'm back, and I've done all that. I've fixed my pockets, I've joined the shoulders, and I've joined the side seams as it should be. So our cloth is getting shape. It's a very beautiful, simple styles. And yeah, I'm showing you my pockets. Yes, I've done that. Yeah. So as you saw on the thumbnail, these clothes are it has two parts. So this is the first part, that is the upper part. So the lower part is going to be having like something like a gathers at the M at the lower part. So I cut out two different fabrics because the fabric is in two different colors. You won't notice it, but if you look at it very well, you will know that it's two different colors. So in order for me to give it like a kind of different look, that's why I cut out two different types. If not, I would have run the stitches, the gather stitches once on all the lower part of the fabric. So I decided to do this. I cut out some parts for the front and then another for the back. So in order for you to determine how your gathers is going to be, just multiply whatever you have there by 2, because this one is not too full. So if it were to be like a very full gathers, you can multiply it by 3, but by 2 is very, very okay. So one piece will be for the front and one piece will be for the back. So I'm going to be showing you how to just do that right about now. And bear in mind, is because I'm using two different tones of the fabric, that's why I'm making use of these different pieces. If it were to be the same tone of fabric, like the same pattern, I would just run it across and then I'll just sew it all the way around once, not doing these separate things. But because they are two different tones of fabric, that is why I want to add one to the front and then another to the back, so that it will give it that beautiful look, just like the thumbnail. So I'm just trying to lose like an inch on both sides of the side seam, so that it will be easy for me to join the gathers to the front and then for the back, sorry, respectively. So this is the front. I'm going to be picking up the front, the one that will be for the front, and making sure that front sides are facing each other like so. And then I'm going to be running half an inch from one edge, from that sewing allowance at the side seam, to the other side of the sewing allowance. So whatever I do in the front piece, I'm going to be repeating or replicating that for the back piece. And then when I'm done, I'll be back to show you, and then I'll turn it or flip it over to the wrong side and then run 1 inch on both sides, and then I'll be back to show you how it looks. We are about to be finished. The cloth is coming out beautiful. So yes, I've done that. You can see how it came out. It's looking beautiful. So this is the front. This is the front. You can see that it has a lighter shade to it. It's not as dark as the upper part. And this is the back piece. You can see that this one is darker. So you can see the difference. So that is why I wanted that kind of feeling for the style, so that it will be looking beautiful. So having done that, the next thing we are going to be doing is to just measure our round collar and then fix our collar. Yeah, for this I have a tutorial on how to cut a collar. If you check out my tutorial on how to make a shirt, sorry, you see a detailed tutorial on that tutorial on how to make a shirt collar, a collar stand. So we're going to be using the collar stand part for this. So it's the same way I did it in that one that I'm going to be, so that I'm not going to be showing how to do that here. So kindly please go and check it out, and then you understand how it's done. So for this, I'm just going to be measuring it. I'm going to be doing it off camera, and I'll be back to show you how it looks. So I've gone ahead to use my measurement, and then I've run my bishop collar. That is how it looks. I ironed an interfacing, that is why it's looking squeezed. So please pardon for that. Yeah, it's looking okay. It's just like from the camera angle it was looking kind of rough, but it's not that rough. So the next thing we're going to be doing now is to be fixing our sleeve. This sleeve is just a basic sleeve, so you should know it's just a basic 3/4 sleeve. That is the only thing. And then I'm going to be folding the length of the fabric, and then I'll be back to show you how it looks. So after doing all that, I've fixed my sleeves here. As you can see, I've cut it out and I fixed it. It's looking beautiful. I've gone ahead to fold the lower part of the fabric as well. I'll be placing some press buttons there, which I'll be showing you later on. So this is the length. I've gone ahead to sew it half an inch all the way around, and that is the way it's looking beautiful and neat. So after all said and done, I'm going to be giving this a very good press because it looks squeezed. you won't see it that is squeezed from the camera, but it's very squeezed. So I'm going to be giving a proper ironing before wearing it. As you saw in the thumbnail, I had already ironed it as at that time. So please, if this is what you enjoyed watching, please kindly give this a huge thumbs up, kindly subscribe, and definitely please kindly share. So this is the press button I'll be placing if I want to add the later part. Thank you all, and God bless you. Thank you. This is Gina's Signatures, and I'm signing out. Bye. Bye.